Rico, and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, and exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, you know what it is? Rico Robles giving y'all a special edition of the show. You know, we're catching them right in the middle of their tour. We'll be joined. Last time we got to speak to them actually was during the SEA Games. They were in town promoting. This time around, we're going to catch up. They're in the middle of Paris right now. We have Apple the App, Taboo, Black Eyed Peas. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Up, hey, y'all? Great. You know, you guys are in the middle of the tour, but, you know, first and foremost, kamusta? How's everything going there so far?
Man, mabuti naman. The tour's going well. We're very excited to be doing what we love to do, which is performing in front of our supporters and just being with people. So, yeah, man, it's been great.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us to be out in the world, performing in front of amazing audiences. Everybody's excited to be out, man. You know, after the pandemic, you just have a different perspective about outside being in front of a live audience, because as Apple was mentioning earlier, you know, us doing Zoom calls and doing virtual performances was hard, you know, because we feed off of the energy of the crowd, a live crowd. So we're very grateful that in 2022 we can tour Europe and eventually make our way back to the PI.
And you know, for you guys are always push the boundaries. You push the envelope to everything. When the pandemic happened, y'all didn't stop. I remember I would see J. Ray Soul's Instagram live, and you guys would be in the green studio in an all green room doing all the work. I mean, you know, with that being said, you did mention feeding off of a live audience. How different was it when it was just you four, or sometimes the staff that's with you guys in the room?
You know, during the virtual shows, we kind of perform for each other, really, you know, hyping each other up and utilizing a lot of imagination that they'll place a crowd right there. So there's a little bit of acting in there. But, you know, being in the studio, that's like, you know, that's the special moment. That's always fun. Just jumping around in the studios, exchanging ideas. That's like, you know, that's our everyday thing.
Yeah, I mean, we just had.
Did it ever give you guys that feeling of that essence of going back to the roots of the Black Eyed Peas, where it was breakdancing, ciphers? When you guys were in that studio, did you ever have that nostalgic feeling, Taboo?
Always, man. We still appreciate, you know, the art form of dance. We still try to get as busy as possible when it comes to loving to create, especially in the dance space. Our music is dedicated to the dance floor. So anytime we create music, it's always, you know, got a positive message, a message that will inspire everyone, but also get people on the dance floor. So being in the studio definitely was reminiscent of our earlier days of jumping around, because we still jump around on stage. But, you know, the whole cypher mentality is still with us, man. Like, don't get it twisted. We still love and appreciate catching a cypher if we can. A lot slower now, but you know, we're still for the challenge. Still practicing during our training sessions. We're in the gym. I still post clips of, you know, trying to find different ways of movement, style, frequency when it comes to the art form of dance.
And before translation, you know, we did Masters of the Sun. So
yeah,
that was like the cousin of our first two albums, which is Behind the Front and Bridging the Gap. And that's like our continuation of, you know, like that jazzy style of hip hop.
I mean, loving it. You know, especially behind the front. Well, it had the whole MPC sound to it. You know what I mean? It had that whole DJ Premier feel and the basement kind of feel. I mean, do you ever see yourself now with this? You know, of course, you have a new track with Shakira and Get Up, but from here, do you see yourself ever releasing sort of a B-side underground mixtape kind of feel?
You know, there's always gonna be like you know, we have a volume 2 with Masters to the Sun, and that's the style, that nostalgia style of music that we make. So definitely there'll be a volume 2 of a Masters to the Sun. Yeah.
Something to look forward to, indeed. Now, you guys are on tour right now. How was it getting back on stage for the first time? And when you guys got back on stage for the first time after that long, pandemic, how was that feeling? Where was it at? And can you walk us through it? How that experience was?
Yeah, so getting back on stage on a massive scale. When I say massive, in front of, like, you know, our shows have varied from 30,000, 50,000 to 72,000 people in the audience. So just getting that energy and that pop from the audience when we're performing the songs, performing new songs too, which is amazing because, you know, it's like we didn't get to tour translation. So now performing, you know, Mamacita and Ritmo and Girl Like Me, it's just introducing the world to a whole new sound and a whole new frequency, getting a new fan base, which is a younger fan base, but also appealing to the nostalgia of the folks that rock with us on Ella Funk and Monkey Business in the end and the beginning. So, you know, it's just it's a humbling experience to be back on stage after so much time being away from big audiences like that, you know, and we're like 17-year-old kids again, jumping around, feeling good, feeding off of each other. And now, you know, having J. Ray Soul rock with us on stage, because she's never really done a tour like this, where it's like, you know, this is her first time performing at Rock in Rio in Lisboa. So we did Brazil, but she had never gone to Portugal. So this was like a cool experience for her to experience that with us as well.
Yeah, now it feels very exciting to be on stage again, to be in front of people, not just performing for each other and just feeding off the crowd. And like, you know, we've all been stuck for a couple of years, you know, and I call it freedom, you know. We're free. It's freedom to be, you know, to love what we do. I feel like, just like Tab said, I'm like, my energy is like doubled, you know, just that excitement. Like, I feel like I'm shouting all the time. Like I'm yelling, like, yo, relax, man. Relax.
I can see you running up the hills. You know, I see your videos. You're running up Hollywood Hills. Is it the mountains? Or Pacquiao be jogging, man?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We like to keep fit, you know, to be energetic on stage and just be you know, vibe and just like, you know, plus touring takes a toll on your body, so you gotta keep healthy and strong. So that's why we always try to work out as much as we can.
I mean, like for you guys, right? You guys have been doing this for quite some time, and the dance moves itself, you guys perform always at the highest level ever. I mean, as far as the body wise, I mean, how does it take a toll? Is it the joints? Is it more of like doing the shows back to back to back to back to back? And how does it take a toll on the body? And how do you guys prepare for a tour like this?
Well, as Apple mentioned, we've been really focusing and dedicating ourselves to being in the gym, maintaining some form of cardio, maintaining, you know, whatever styles or disciplines we have. App's really into the MMA workout, boxing. I'm into, you know, weight training and dancing for 15 to 20 minutes just to keep my sword sharp when it comes to the dancing element, and trying to find new movements and different ways to perform on stage, just so that it's something new for myself, trying to always push my own, you know, movement style.
Yeah, sometimes, just like you mentioned, we do back-to-back shows. You know, we do like a 1 a.m. show and then fly out right after that, and then we don't get, to the hotel till like noon, 1, and then you get that little sleep and then back on stage again. So, that's why working out, even if you get like a few hours of sleep, you're still energized, and you still got that energy for the stage.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like on this tour, I've been focusing on self-care. App has been doing it too. Like we'll find spas, massage, so that you can get that, whatever that knot is right
loosen
there.
it up. Yeah, loosen it up. All that,
just loosen up
nodules.
And just, take care of yourself, because self-care is also important, because it keeps your mental, keeps your physical right. And just making sure that you get a little tune-up or a massage on your back or your bottom back, so that you, after performing for 2 hours or whatever, that we always maintain, just like an athlete, just like when, LeBron or Kobe or Michael Jordan or Magic were playing basketball, they also had massages and physical therapy after their games and before their games.
So it is, of course, performance at the highest level. You guys are not just singing on stage. You guys have full performances. And we've come to see that here in the Philippines a few times. You know what I mean? Now, you did mention earlier Rock in Rio. Was that the biggest audience that you guys have ever performed? If not, or if so, what was the biggest audience that you guys have ever performed? Can you guys remember?
Yeah, Brazil, New Year's Eve.
Yep. In Panema Beach.
It was over 1 million
on the beach.
On the beach, people on the beach, 1 million people. And we couldn't, so we were trying to get from our hotel to the stage, and usually we couldn't get there in a regular car, so we had to use an ambulance, pretending there was something going on to the stage. And yeah, that was like the biggest audience we've had, was in Brazil.
I mean, for you guys, through the years of performing to different audiences, Brazil and all the different parts of the world, was there ever a time that who was the most important person you think you guys have ever performed for? That somehow you guys got nervous?
Not nervous, but there was 2 people that I can say. One of them being when we went to the PI and we performed in the Philippines, right out.
Yeah. I mean, that has to be, for me, being away from the Philippines, being sponsored as a kid, and then coming back to the country. And I remember being homesick, and, I wanted to be sent back home. And, I'd get like, I'd go up to my friends and like kind of crying, like, yo, I want to miss my family. I want to go back home now. But, keeping that hope alive, like, they would always say, like, yo, don't worry about it. We're going to make it. And one day we're going to go back to the Philippines and perform in front of your family and your country. And so that was like really memorable for me. Probably one of the first time I was nervous.
And the other time we performed was in front of Nelson Mandela prior to him passing.
How was that?
Amazing, bro. We actually got to spend time with Nelson Mandela. We got to just have a conversation, build, and just feel the energy of such a, enigma, such an iconic person, such a motivational person, that when we got to perform in South Africa, it was just like, it was a surreal moment for us as performers, but also as humanitarians.
What was that one advice that Nelson Mandela gave you guys that you still carry on, if you guys could remember, in that conversation?
I think we talked about a lot about our foundation to him, about giving back to our community and building our community. And I think that was one of the most memorable advice that he gave us, to always build your community and spread the love and the knowledge. Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, the man that walked to freedom. I mean, got the book. I got the thick book here. I'm also a Muhammad Ali fan. Now, for you guys, since you mentioned Nelson Mandela, other than Nelson? Who was the most famous or most important person that you guys have ever met?
Oof. A lot. Prince.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm a big basketball fan. There was two very inspirational folks that I got to hang out with. One of them being Magic Johnson, and the other one the late Kobe Bryant.
Were you guys playing ball? Were you playing ball with Kobe, or were you just hanging out?
No, I actually went to Disneyland with Kobe and his family, like my family and his family. This is when the Lakers won the championship, and we were performing at Staples Center, and we built a friendship with Vanessa Bryant, and so they invited us to Disneyland, and we actually had a time away from any type of sports or music, and it was just about family bonding, and that was a moment that I will always cherish. Just being able to just be talking as husbands and fathers and just building, and just having like a candid conversation that was not about basketball. It wasn't about my music. It was just about, the love that we have for our families.
Yeah, I'd say James Brown. We got to meet James Brown. We got to record with him in the studio. That was really amazing.
I got one more. So we're big fan. We're toy collectors, Apple and I, big Comic-Con heads.
Ooh, I know. Yeah, okay.
We had the honor and the privilege of not only working with, but also doing a little mini book tour with the late great Stan Lee.
Hey,
I saw you have the Captain America shirt, so I just wanted
yeah. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness!
We're big connoisseurs of comics. I'm actually, a big fan of Marvel, of course. But just being in that world, finding a way to get creativity and wanting to continue the inspiration that Stan Lee had even at a late age. He inspired so many people with his storytelling, with his characters, and that's kind of what we took from that experience. He talked to us about ways to continue pushing the envelope through storytelling and through just never wanting to let go of your imagination.
If you had superpowers, since we're talking, comics and mutants and superpowers for you guys, Taboo and Apple, what would be your superpower?
I don't know. Go ahead.
So my superhuman power would be the ability to heal. And the reason why I say healing is because it's very holistic in the sense that when I was battling cancer, I always wanted to figure out a way to tap into holistic healing. And although I did chemotherapy, which is westernized medicine, I always wondered how I can learn and identify with something that is so sacred to my ancestors as a Native American, as an indigenous person. And so if I had the ability to heal anything, that would be my superhuman power. Kind of like Wolverine, how he's able to heal.
Awesome.
I'd
How about
say,
you, Apple?
I'd say like Tony Stark. Like inventing stuff and creating things, and like to have that power. You know what I mean? Like, technology. Yeah, I'd say like Tony Stark, Iron Man.
And you're gonna be a ladies' man too. Apple, you're gonna have all ladies in the corner, be like, hey, with the glasses and all, right?
Balling, no, I'm kidding.
You know what I'm saying? But for those that are, tuning in, we do have, of course, Apple the App and Taboo, the Black Eyed Peas. They are joining us. They are from Paris, for those that are going all out with us. They do say that in every chapters of a career, you guys do face challenges. You always overcome it, personal challenges and whatnot. But for you guys right now, where do you think is the stage you guys are in now as the Black Eyed Peas 2022?
I mean, I feel blessed that we're back, from like a 8-year break, and to come back and have like you know, this next chapter of our career. We're just very thankful and blessed. You know, we like to keep learning and, you know, and competing as well. And yeah, you know.
I think we are in a era where we're still competitive. We are hungrier than we were before, hungrier than ever to continue contributing to the world through our art, through our music, through our individual endeavors, because it's important for us to always continue giving back. Because it's not only about the art or the music, there's also things that we're passionate about individually, whether it's Apple in the Philippines, Will in East LA and Boyle Heights, me giving back to indigenous communities. These are things that we're passionate about. And now at this state of our career, we have more visibility and more impact to create opportunity to affect change even more.
And at the same time, you know, we're thankful and blessed we have the platform to to you know, to discover new artists and utilizing the platform to, you know, shape careers and, you know, just like J Ray. Yeah, and just keep it, you know, just like Taboo said, keep kind of friendly competition with what's out there.
I mean, it's awesome. You know, I'm homies with J Ray Soul, and you guys have done the wonderful work of including her to the fold, making sure in the biggest stages ever. I mean, now you got something new. You got a new track now with Shakira, David Guetta. Okay, so how did this project come about? And you know, when did the recording happen? Can you walk us through what the song is about? This is a song that we really, really need right now.
Yeah, you know, it's a mutual. You know, we've always, you know, we've been good friends with David Guetta and Shakira, and you know, we continue to communicate through DMs, through via email, and you know, we're always exchanging ideas. David Guetta always sends us tracks like to write on, and this one, you know, he's like, "Yo, I got this track, and um, I want to see if you guys could do something on it." And he sent it, and we were hiking one day, and we were just writing it during the hike, and then Will called up Shakira if she wanted to if she wanted to be on the song, and she instantly said yes, and so it was a great connection.
Yeah, it's a much needed record. It's a much needed topic, message, frequency. We always talk about higher frequencies and how we can always spread message of positivity, hope, inspiration, especially on the heels of the pandemic where everybody was, you know, uncertain. We were all quarantined, locked down. Now to 2022, people are excited to be out. People want to hear something that is uplifting, that gives people a sense of hope. And this song is that. It's that anthem for the summer, but it's also a timeless record where you can feel like, it sounds like something I've heard before. It makes me feel like something that I felt before. Wait a minute. Maybe this is a cousin or a sister of I Got a Feeling. Because of that, you know, collaboration with David Guetta in the past, it's the magic that we create as scientists. This is what the world has gotten to know from Black Eyed Peas and a David Guetta partnership. And then you add Shakira, that is, you know, another extension of family because of what we did on Girl Like Me. And then you have this amazing mosaic of sound, positivity, frequency, and just upliftment, which is Don't You Worry. And then you add Director X to direct this amazing video that is our nod to, like, you know, being fans of science fiction, like Stranger Things, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And then we have this choreography that is reminiscent of Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller. So it's just, you have all these components for a recipe of a feel-good record, and hopefully, the world will gravitate to it.
Yeah,
Now,
we've all been stuck for a few years at home, and this song is about optimism, hope, and really, freedom of being out there again and people coming together again. Just like face to face, because that was missing for a while, and this is that type of song.
is this going to be part of a new album, or is this just going to be released as a single?
Yes, we are currently touring, but we're going to be finishing up our new project to be released before the year is up. We don't have a date. We don't have a timeline for release, but we know that we have some good records that we've already done. We have some good collaborations. Can't really talk too much on that, but we guarantee that you'll have a good time. And as Apple always says, this is kind of like 2022 version of The End.
Now, for you guys, I mean, I know you guys are going to be busy touring. You guys have the summer plans, but is there any chance for you guys to take a break a bit? And, you have any summer plans, or is it really just out on the road, guys?
Yeah, it's we've been wanting to play music that we made in the studio and see it live, see the connection with the crowd. So we're gonna try to tour as much as we can, and I don't know, we don't take breaks really. I mean,
honestly, I took the opportunity to book a Hawaii vacation for 4 days with my wife and my kids, because I'm not going to be home for my birthday and my wedding anniversary. So when we get back on August, I'll be in Hawaii for 4 days just to decompress, celebrate my wedding anniversary, my birthday with my wife and my kids, because I haven't seen them for going on 3 weeks now, and it's going to be 2 months that I haven't seen my family when the tour ends.
So it's really just, the grind is back. And, the good thing is for video calls, you know what I mean? Somehow you kind of get, Zoom calls and all that, you get caught up and everything, which is kind of cool, right? So before I let you guys go, I know you guys are having a busy schedule. Just a few more random questions. You guys have traveled the world all throughout. What's the best food that one could possibly get? And what part of the world?
Sinigang hipon.
Sinigang.
I'm a big fan of sinigang. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everywhere I go, like if there's a Max's Chicken, or we'll go to a Filipino spots, I'm always asking for sinigang.
Yeah,
hipon.
we always try to look for a Filipino restaurant.
What was Jollibee at? Remember, you were like, "Oh, there's a Jollibee."
I found a Jollibee in Madrid.
Oh, Madrid, that's right.
Yeah. So, man, Taboo always search for Filipino food.
Yeah.
I mean, is it safe to say that you guys have traveled around the world, or is this still there's a spot that you guys haven't gone yet?
We haven't been to Jamaica. We have not been to Jamaica.
So is that the dream, to do a show in Jamaica?
Why not? I mean, it's exciting to even think about, the fact that we're big, huge Bob Marley fans, and we love reggae music and just the culture. I think it'll be a dope spot for us to check out.
Yeah.
Or, you have any message, of course, here, Monster RX93.1. Everybody's watching you guys right now. You have any message for all your Monster fans here in the Philippines? Go ahead.
I just want to say maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga suporta nyo sa amin, and thank you for listening to our music, and just being there with us.
Maraming salamat. I just want to say thank you to all the Filipinos who have been rocking with us since day one. We can't wait to come and bring new music, new energy. Thank you for supporting Black Eyed Peas and for giving my brother Appity App the keys to the country as a visionary, as a ambassador of goodwill and hope and inspiration. Maraming salamat po.
And last but not the least, message to those who are creating music, who are into creating things that somehow can't quite get it going, somehow frustrated and don't know where to get started. And I know you guys are, creative guys that for sure will inspire many.
Yeah, just keep believing in yourself. Surround yourself with good friends that guide you to get to your dreams. And there's a lot of social medias that you could utilize now to create and promote yourself. So you have a lot of outlets out there, and performances are that's what keeps us going. Even with the changes in the music industry, that's what will keep you afloat.
I would say make sure you write your own music, write your own lyrics, because publishing is definitely important. Maintaining the ability to create your own masters, so that you, even if you're not signed to a major label, you're still able to control your music. There's a lot of platforms, as Apple said. You have opportunities to express yourself on TikTok, on YouTube. You have artists that we've never heard of, but they have millions of followers that, that can maintain or sustain a certain level of success in their own right. Maybe they're not selling millions of records, but they're able to go straight to their, their market or their audience and make a good living off of doing that. And just make sure you are aware of contracts and just what you're signing up to do. A lot of times people get confused that it's only about being creative and it's only about creating music or performing. It's music business, and business sometimes is something that we don't practice as a way to understand what we're getting ourselves into. So you have to learn along the way. We've had challenges where we've had to learn about the business element of our job and our career. But at the end of the day, we have fun doing what we do. And we're just mindful about every step we take now.
Second, the importance of catalogs and
residual, crazy, man. Like at the end of the year, we know that we're getting a residual because of mechanical and technical royalties. We know that our catalog is something that we can say that will always be consistently a paycheck at the end of the year. And I'm not trying to be like the business guy, but I also want to educate and inform and do it in a way where young creatives can also have both perspectives, not just the creative side, but also be mindful about the business side.
Yeah, thank you for the message. That's very, very important, man. Especially, nowadays with everybody just creating on the phone, making it big and everything. Now, before I let you guys go, one more. Apple, you coming back for The Voice?
Of course,
Yeah.
Just holla. Just holla at me.
And I know, Taboo, you're married. Your wife is Filipina. You have any plans of doing The Voice too here? You could be a judge alongside Apple.
Hey, I'm always up for any opportunity. I saw Will doing The Voice in Australia. He's not Australian, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It could be anybody. It could be any. It doesn't alienate even if you're not Filipino. So I'm always down to do The Voice with my brother Apple.
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to inspire us to keep on going with our music, and thank you for sharing with us the great music that you guys make. All right, you guys take care. All right,
ladies and gentlemen, once again, please check out Don't You Worry. It's on YouTube right now, on all the DSP streaming services, iTunes. We appreciate all the love and support. Check out Don't You Worry. Black Eyed Peas, Shakira, David Guetta.
Maraming salamat.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Apple, Taboo, Black Eyed Peas. Thank you, guys. Take care. Peace. All right, there you have it, Monsters. Another Monster exclusive interview. You know what it is, man. Keep it locked in on behalf of Kayla. My name is Rico Robles. Till then, peace. Thanks for watching.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX.